Welcome to Astrology Valley, where we uncover the secrets of the universe and bring them straight to you. In this reading, we're going to be answering the question, what is the best course of action for you when it comes to love and relationships? Congratulations on picking the 10 cards. These cards will answer your love question. Of course, that question again is, what is the best course of action for you when it comes to love and relationships? Let me slowly reveal the 10 cards for you and answer your questions in detail, or question in detail. The way this is going to work is I'm going to flip each card over one at a time. With each card I flip over, I'm going to give you a full description of each card. Once all 10 cards have been flipped over, I'm going to tell you what the cards are saying together. And I'll answer your question, what is the best course of action for you when it comes to love and relationships? Let's get started by flipping the first card. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. The first card that we have here is the Six of Pentacles. Let's talk about the Six of Pentacles and its meaning. The Six of Pentacles represents compassion, understanding, that breeds generosity, sharing, and charity. One gives the fruits of one's labor with the understanding that the situation of having the upper hand can be reversed at any moment. This card represents charity, generosity, and sharing. So right off the bat, what's the best course of action for you when it comes to love and relationships? It's about being kind and generous in that relationship. And also looking for people and trying to be with somebody who is also kind and generous. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next card that we have here. And I'm already seeing a theme here. We got the Three of Cups. I'm already kind of seeing a theme here. And this is interesting. Let's take a look at the Three of Cups and see what it has to say. And I'm going to keep an eye on the theme here. The cards seem to be conveying similar messages. Let's go into this one. The Three of Cups represents a warm and lovely gathering of friends. Okay. You are blessed with loving relationships and camaraderie. And this is likely a very social period in your life where you are investing time in the people around you. Investing time. This card represents friendship, community, and happiness. While investing happiness, that's kindness and generosity. And as soon as I pulled the card, I could see the connective theme. Kindness, generosity, happiness, bringing love, camaraderie, communicating with the people around you. So far it's about connecting through positive actions, connecting through caring, connecting through love. Let's take a look at the next card. The next card that we have here is the Queen of Cups. Let's talk about the Queen of Cups. This is our second cup card in a row. The Queen of Cups talks about compassion, calm, comfort. Interesting. Sounds familiar. Being kind and generous is a form of compassion, isn't it? A figure in your life that is nurturing, compassionate, and able to instinctively understand the emotions of others. Because of this, they are usually generous and kind hearted. The theme keeps continuing. This is amazing. I am actually floored by this. This is fantastic. Our first three cards, all heading in the same direction, talking about being generous, kind, loving, supportive, people together. This is truly amazing. And this is exactly the course of action is already being laid out by the cards. Your question again is, what is the best course of action for you when it comes to your love, to love and relationships? And here's the thing. The question is love and relationships, right? Well, it's relationships could be friendships, could be family relationships. Things are looking so good. So good. Let's keep going. I'm really interested to see if this continues. This theme continues. Let's go with the next card. The next card that we have here is the Seven of Wands. Let's talk about the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands represents deception. Oh no, I got the wrong card. Sorry, I'm reading the Seven of Swords. Sorry. Let me read the right one for you. The Seven of Wands. Okay. And I'm reading these so that you get the full details for each card. The Seven of Wands represents that even with success, the battle is never over. After achieving a victory and a high position, one must also put up a defense against the many competitors that want to wrench away your laurels, take your happiness away from you. This card represents perseverance, defense, and maintaining control. What a really interesting direction that this reading is going in right now. Talking about what it is that, you know, the best course of action for you when it comes to love and relationship. Well, it's about building that love and relationship, being kind and generous, being good to friends, being supportive. But most importantly, beyond being kind and supportive to your loved ones, to the one that you love, to your people that you're in relationships with. It also talks about being protective. The Seven of Swords talks about fighting off people that might wreck the happiness, being on guard, fighting for what you care about, fighting for who you care for, and of course, being generous and kind to people, helping people. Isn't protecting people also helping them? I think so. Protecting your relationships with people? Yeah, definitely. Let's take a look at the next card that we have here. And the next card is another wand card. And this is the Ace of Wands. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. The suit of wands is always the first step in the act of creation. It is the burning fire of intention, desire, and passion that ignites the spark for an idea. Thus, this card, the Ace of Wands, represents the powerful forces of your will guiding your way like a torch into the world, a journey to make these desires become a reality. This card represents creation, willpower, inspiration, and desire. Wow. A lot of this reading so far, and we're only halfway, a lot of this reading so far is about bringing good energies in, about being kind and generous, being good to people, and people being good to you. But then it goes into you having a clear goal and clear direction for the future that you want. knowing what you want, going after what you want, protecting what you've achieved. What's the best course of action so far based on what the cards are showing when it comes to your loved ones and relationships? So far, the message is be generous, be kind, be productive, have goals, fight for those goals, fight for those people, the people that you love, the people that you care about, the one that you love, the one that you care about. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next card that we have here, and this is the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is a high-level card in the tarot, a High Arcana card. The High Priestess represents the ability to direct your will onward. One must also be able to understand one's own internal world. So the internal world is your emotions, your feelings. The High Priestess is the guardian of the unconscious and beckons the traveler to the world within. This card represents intuition, unconsciousness, and your inner voice. Intuition and your inner voice. Those are the key cards here for this. Of course, being connected to people, being kind to people, being good to people, them being good to you, protecting everything that you have, coming up with a plan. And of course, using your intuition to try to see things and what's on the way. Listening to your inner voice. Following your instincts and your inner voice to help make those decisions that you need to make in order to move forward. So what's the best course of action moving forward? Another best course of action is follow your inner voice. Follow your intuition. When it comes to love and relationship. Now, within everybody, there's a little bit of doubt as well. We all have it. We have doubts and we have fears. Of course, following your inner voice is very different than listening to a doubt or a fear. Okay? Doubts and fears make you feel negative. Following your inner voice, when you take action based on what you're feeling, when you feel good about that, it means you're following your intuition. When you're feeling fear and worry, and the fear and worry prevents you from taking action, you end up feeling bad about that because it's the wrong decision. So follow your instincts, follow your inner voice, follow your intuition. We all have intuition. Some are just more focused than others. A lot of people call it their gut feeling. Okay, intuition, gut feeling, it's the same thing. Sometimes you know when something's going to happen. Everybody does. And when you do, take action on that feeling. The next card we have is the Empress. This is another really high level card. Now, the Empress represents the symbol of the feminine principle, a representation of Venus and Mother Earth. She is nurturing, fertile, and a provider. There is something to her that suggests a mother figure as well. This card represents motherhood, fertility, and nature. Caring, kindness. We're getting this message over and over again in this reading. Nurturing, kindness, protection. That's the theme of this. That's the message. And it keeps moving forward. It keeps moving forward. We got 3 cards left. Of course, once we finish flipping over all the cards, I'll go through everything and tell you what the cards are saying together. But we're getting a pretty clear message that's coming through here. Related to the question, what is the best course of action for you when it comes to love and relationships? There's some clear answers so far, and we're not done. We're not done. We got 3 more cards left to flip before we find out what all the cards are saying together. Here we go. The next card that we have here, wow. This just keeps getting better and better. We get the Page of Swords. Let's talk about the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords represents somebody embarking on a new idea and a mental adventure. Full of enthusiasm and good cheer, this person is eager to share and discuss their thoughts and plans for what can be. This card represents curiosity, relentlessness, and mental energy, and to me, this card represents a champion. Somebody whose goal to make things better, to get out into the world, discussing their thoughts, planning what they want to do. This is a card of organization as well. A champion is equal parts hero and organizer. A champion gets people together for a common goal or a cause. Sometimes champions get groups of people together to fight a war. Or maybe a champion gets people together to calmly protest a social issue. Sometimes a champion makes positive change in the world to make that world better, all on their own. A champion can be a philanthropist, somebody that gives money to causes and supports those causes. A champion could be a celebrity that allows their name to be used to help the world, to get things noticed, to make change. What an amazing card. What an amazing reading so far. I'm blown away by this. I'm blown away by this reading. This is wild. Let's go ahead to the next card here. The next card that we have here is the Ten of Wands. And we're going to talk about the Ten of Wands right now. The Ten of Wands indicates that you have been working extremely hard in order to bring something into fruition. At the end of that journey, however, you find yourself being overburdened and too heavy with the responsibility that you have created for yourself. This card represents accomplishment, responsibility, but also burden. That's the price to pay. It is. It's honestly the price to pay. When you're working so hard to be good and kind and generous and protective, when you're following your inner voice to do things right, when you're like a positive, supportive figure, when you're a champion to those that you care about, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with that. There's a lot of hard work that you have to do related to that. And know that that burden may fall on you. But something to note about this is that you need to be also kind to yourself. Know that all of these amazing things that you can do matter in the work that you put in. to make everything better, to make your love relationship better, to make your family relationship better, your friends' relationships better. Don't forget to be kind to yourself. Don't forget to love yourself. And don't overburden yourself too much. Let's go ahead and take a look at that last card that we have here. Let's see how this reading ends. The last card, let's find out. The last card that we have here is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands represents the transformation of dreams into concrete plans in preparation for action. As you look forward to the possible obstacles in your path, you remain dedicated to your pursuit and ready to traverse your boundaries. Wow. Wow. This card represents looking ahead, expansion, rapid growth. I am blown away, completely blown away by this reading. I have not had a more powerful reading to this degree in a very long time. What is the best course of action for you when it comes to love and relationship? Being kind and generous, taking time to celebrate with friends and feel good. The Queen of Cups talks about kind of also being kind and generous. All three of these cards talk about being kind and generous, being good to people, people being good back to you. Fighting for the people that you love and believe in, looking ahead, making plans, following your instinct and inner voice to make you and help you make the right decisions moving forward. The Empress, more love, more support, being a champion for everybody that you care about, everybody that you love. And of course, giving kindness, okay? Being charitable, helping, protecting, following your instincts as to what's right, your own moral path. And yes, being this good, being this kind, being this loving, it takes work. It takes effort. There may even be a bit of burden associated with all your efforts. But one of the things that were really made clear by the Three of Wands, you're doing this to look ahead. You're doing this to expand and grow that love, those friends, your family. You're doing this to transform dreams into concrete plans that you can make a reality. There's going to be obstacles in the way. There's absolutely going to be obstacles in the way. But you're going to remain dedicated in your goal to pursuit and traverse the boundaries so that you can have the happy life that you want. And you can bring that happy life to those that you care about, to those that you love, This comes at a price, though. This comes at a little bit of price. We did get the burden card. The burden card talks about achievement, working really hard to achieve a goal. So there's positive in that card. There's also negative in that card as well. But as far as what is the best course of action for you when it comes to love and relationships, love deeply. Be kind. Be generous. Protect those that you love and those that love you. Enjoy every moment. Enjoy it. We only have a limited time on this world. You only get to live this life once. The love that you're experiencing, the people that you're with, all of this will eventually end one day. And you need to make it the best that you possibly can. Because it isn't just about you making other people's lives happy. It isn't just about you being generous and kind to other people and, you know, you hanging out with friends and, it's not about you. It's not just about you fighting for the people that you care about. You're doing this for them, but most importantly, you're doing this for you. Because regardless of how difficult it could be, regardless of the burden that you may have to carry, with the work that you might have to do, with the effort that you may have to put in, the love you give is equal to the love you get. You're doing this for you and you're doing this for them. Making their lives better, making them happier, showing them love. They're going to show you that love back in return. Unless they're a robot. Maybe they're a robot. But in making your life better, in making your relationships better, you're not just making the relationship better in one direction, you're making it better in two directions. Your relationship becomes better with them, their relationship becomes better with you, and the bond grows and it gets stronger. It ends up being like a drug. Believe it or not, it ends up being like a drug. The kinder you are, the more kindness that you get back. You'll get addicted to that positive energy. You'll get addicted to that love. And you'll make plans to keep things going, to keep things happy. You'll put in the effort necessary. So to end this video, what is the best course of action for you when it comes to love and relationships? Just do your best. Just do your best. And of course, this reading went through so many other things. But do the best that you can. You're only one person. There's only so much you can do, but guess what? There might be only so much that you can do, but that much that you can do is a big amount. That little bit can go a long way to make your life better, to make other lives better. That's it for this video. On behalf of Astrology Valley, I'd like to thank you.